Welcome in, everybody, to another special edition of the Brett Allan Show, a pop culture podcast where we talk to your favorite actors from film, television, music, comedy, and more. And today, we have a very special guest. I have been looking to this conversation for a while. We are chatting with actor Steve Guttenberg. We're here to talk about his brand new project, Heckle, and other things. Steve, thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate your time.
Oh man, my pleasure. It's when you have a chance to publicize a movie that you like, it's a great opportunity. So I appreciate you having me on your show.
Yes. Well, I mean, I've been a fan for a long time. 47 watched most, if not all your projects, but this film is a lot of fun. And I think people are going to enjoy it when they have a chance to watch it. Let's talk about it because it is a great film and sort of how this project came about for you and what people can expect when they get a chance to do so.
Well, I was looking for a character that was just empty of any integrity or moral or ethics. And I found him. And they found me. You always find what you're looking for. So I wanted to be in a movie that gave credence to losing yourself. And I think that's what he did. He lost himself.
Yeah.
And that's what happens sometimes as time goes on. You either remember who you are or you forget who you are. And he forgot who he was. And just watching how he treated his wife and how he treated the audience, it was really interesting to play. You want to be interesting. And I think it was an interesting character.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, as an actor or a storyteller, you get the opportunity to do a lot of different things. And again, this project I feel is one of those it's genre bending. There's a lot happening here in the story. And it is very interesting. I found myself, stuck to the screen from start to finish, kind of waiting to see, what's going to happen and how this whole thing is going to play out. You've been a part of so many different projects. I'm very curious because you mentioned it here just a little bit, but for yourself as an actor, I would consider to be a veteran for sure. When you're looking at things that you want to do as a storyteller, what is your process to kind of look at things and go, this is something that I want to do and give credence to, and definitely like this, commit your time to as an actor?
Yeah, what happens is your brain says, "Oh, what's that?" It's very chemical.
Yeah.
And then I think your mind starts to think. But it's the world is very interesting in that it'll give you two colors, and you're walking down the street, and those two colors catch your eye.
Yeah.
And you walk in and there's many other colors, but it's those two colors that catch your eye. It's sort of that aha moment. So you hear about a picture, you hear about a film, you start reading the script, and you really have to find it in the first 10, 15 pages.
Yeah.
That you want to be part of this. It's that thumbnail sketch. So I thought, wow, a story about a comedian who thinks he's at the top and is in control of his game, but he isn't, because the audience has a say.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't want the audience to talk back. He just wants them to laugh, and he goes off stage. But this one heckler does that and has a real reason to do it. And it becomes murder.
Yes.
But I thought that there was a very compelling reason to do this movie. So that's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I find what you do, just generally speaking, and all the other amazing people that I have the chance to talk to, so fascinating because it's so different than what most people might be familiar with, right? As far as being an actor and a performer and things like that. And it has to feel good to find something that you can connect to and really get into, if that makes any sense, and go, this is something that I can really put my heart and soul into, and really make it believable and tell stories in an authentic way, if that makes any sense, which this definitely comes through in this project.
Thanks. Yeah. It's such a cliche that you want to be a storyteller.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I just like being an actor. I like I like going to work. I like the process of it. I love the set. I love the opportunity to create moments that could be captured on film. I also enjoy being my best. And when
Hmm.
you're on a film set, a lot of people are at their best. They're they're at a high frequency. They
Hmm.
they have a great deal of energy that's very special. People bring their best game to a movie set, um, and that that's what happens to me. So I really like going to work and then preparing for it and then showing them what I got. Vibration, frequency, and energy. That's what you'll find on a movie set, and I'm addicted to those three activities, those three energies, those three
Yeah.
uh, uh, parts of the world that make the world work.
Yeah, I am too. I think what you put into yourself grows externally, and other people around you can be affected. One of the things that you've been doing lately, I've been following you on Instagram and your socials, is you've been posting these daily encouragements, the affirmations, and things like that. And I have to say, when you popped on there, I mean, you'd been posting, but when you started doing that, I think it's a really fun way for you to connect with fans and people um, who want to be a part of your world because they've been a part of it for so long. Whether it's been any of the films or television shows that you've been a part of, I think that's a really fun way to connect. I'm very curious, like, what sort of inspired that to be able to do that and to say, I want to put these things out there. Is it related to what you mentioned earlier, as far as liking that positivity and the vibration and all of that, or what sort of inspired that? Because it's a lot of fun to watch when you get a chance to do those.
Yeah, when friends of mine talk to me in elevated tones, and I don't mean the voice, I mean the energy that they give me, the inspiration, the higher thought level,
Hmm.
the vibration, the frequency is higher. It inspires me and it makes me better. You are who you're around.
Yeah.
So I have been a big student of positive talk and positive words and how much words have power. So I guess at one point I said, this would be a really interesting dynamic to display to people. Maybe they're looking for something like this. It's not as fascinating as bad guys,
Yeah.
actually. I think, a car going off a cliff and having a fiery gets a lot more hits than I do.
Yeah.
But um, I think that is a place for this. So I started doing it. I don't know how much longer I'll do that, but I would like to keep posting and do it and show my life uh, and stay relevant, because it's also, as you can see, a very, very important part of show business is having a lot of followers and being uh, being on the game. There are some guys who are so great at it, whether it's Jack Black or Dwayne Johnson, even Henry Winkler. Um, there are people who are great at it today. So I admire that. It's very important for the audience. The audience wants to know.
Yeah, well, I think you do a great job. One person's opinion. I liked the one that story that you told about you were on the set of Police Academy, I think, and you were talking to one of the other stars, and they were encouraging you something to the effect of to be your best or to. I don't know if that rings a bell, but that
Yeah.
one was the one to me that stood out greatly because knowing your value, I think, was the summation of the message that you were communicating. And I was hooked after that. I was like, these are great, and we appreciate that. Well, this is great. This film, Heckle, is a lot of fun, and I really hope people get a chance to watch it. I think they'll be the better for it, and we're excited to see what's next for you and what you've got coming down the pike. So, Steve, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
This was great. Thanks, Brett. Really, thanks so much. I'll see you again.